Hello and welcome to Gabie's Knit Goodies. Today I'm going to talk about all of my 2023 knitting plans. I'm excited to knit a number of things. And if you haven't been on Instagram and seen the make nines that people do as a post, that's what I'm going to go over today. And it's just your top 9 items that you want to make and you plan on making in the upcoming year. And I will show you mine. Okay, so this is my make 9 that I posted on Instagram, and as you can see, this year I have a number of very neutral garments that I plan on making. And I'm leaning more right now towards texture rather than color. I'm really liking all the different textures, but just in like that neutral cream or beige kind of color. So we'll start in the top left corner and move through them that way. This first one is called Sweater Number 20, and it's by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I'm actually on kind of a kick of hers. 3 of mine are all by that same designer. So Sweater Number 20. It is like an all-over cable V-neck sweater. As you can see, it's boxy, so it's kind of wide, not super long, and just kind of slouchy. I like the double layer, like the folded neckline, and I've never done that on a V-neck sweater before, so I thought that'd be kind of cool. And I just like the texture of the cables. I do think it will take a good amount of time though, even though it's a fairly chunky yarn that they use. I think she uses either a worsted or it might be an Aran weight yarn. So it shouldn't take too long to knit, but with all those cables it will definitely slow me down. But I really want that one. And I think I want it in just like the off-white color. So yeah, I'm excited to knit that one. The next one is by the same designer, My Favorite Things Knitwear, and this one's called Sweater Number 21. It is like a open, airy garment, so it has a lot of holes in it. It's like a mesh fabric. However, it's a very chunky mesh fabric. It's knit on size 3 needles, and I think the original, her pattern has like a blown yarn, so it's a very airy yarn held with a lace weight. Combined they make a bulky, and like I said, using US size 13 needles, which is a 9mm. Since I dye my own yarn, I decided to use my own stuff to make something similar. I don't have a blown yarn, but I do have a number of light and fluffy yarns to use. So I'm actually holding 3 together. Let's see. All right, so I dyed up 3 different yarns. There we go. A Kid Mohair and Silk. As you can see, it has a nice halo. It's very light, but it takes up a good amount of space because of that fuzziness, that halo. And I'm going to call this one Golden Halo and put it in the shop. And then this is just a merino, sock weight merino fingering weight. And then this one is a Surrey alpaca. Again, it's very lightweight, but it takes up, this is technically a fingering weight yarn. It takes up a good amount of room. And you can see the difference between the mohair and the Surrey alpaca here. This one isn't quite as fluffy as the alpaca. But holding them all together totally worked to make that light and airy fabric. that the original pattern kind of had. And I only started this, let's say, like 4 days ago, this past Saturday. And I have already, like I said, it's size 13 needle, so it's going by quite fast. I've already done the back, and I worked the front, and I am on the ribbing for the front. And I'm following her directions in terms of length as well as everything else. I haven't modified anything. It's a very interesting construction. The way you attach, like knit the back and attach the pickup needles or stitches for the front with your needles. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting. And I like this side, the way she's done the side here. So I have the ribbing for the front hem, the back hem, and then the sleeves to go, and then the neckline as well. So I think I can do it in a week. That is my goal, is to have it knit in a week. And it's super, super fluffy and squishy and has a lot of halo to it. Yeah, I really like it. So I think it's going to be warm but airy. So like if it was breezy, you would totally feel it, but it's got such a nice fluffy warmth to it at the same time. Very excited about this one. All right. Oh, I actually have a picture of it here that I put on Instagram with my 3 yarns. And this was a couple days ago, so I had just, so here's the back and here's the shoulders, and you pick up stitches and knit the front section like that. So it goes by pretty quick and it's pretty easy, but it does have some unique construction that you really have to pay attention to. Here's a close-up of the fabric, and you can see all the fuzziness kind of helps fill in the gaps. And here's a picture of the 3 yarns that I have. They actually work quite well together. I've been quite pleased with that. Okay, the next one, the third one, also my favorite things knitwear pattern, is the Camisole number 5. And this one, I know some people have had, issues is not the right word. They didn't like how close it came up on the neck, because then it made it difficult to wear like a regular bra with it. But I think as long as you have like a razorback, like the right type, or maybe like a crisscross one, I think it would work fine. And I like how it looks up by the neck coming in like that. It's just, you know, slightly different construction, or just a slightly different style than just a typical tank top. So I think I might give it a try, and I think it would work well like as an undergarment for things. So we'll see. I know it's knit on rather small needles, so it'll be kind of a tedious garment to make, but currently I plan to make it. The next one does have a bit of color. It is this Easy V sweater by Caitlin Hunter of Boyland Knitworks, and if you've looked at any of my previous videos, I like her designs a good bit. I've knit quite a few of her sweaters. And this one I really like the kind of open V-neck that she has. It's not like a deep V like that sweater number 20. It has like a very gentle V-neck, and it's nice and wide. I just think that's kind of cool. And I actually really like her original colors that she has in her design, in Caitlin Hunter's design, in her sample sweater. And I found a yarn I had been playing with, dyeing a little while ago, and I think it would work perfect for the main body of it. Get that. So I was testing some yarn colorways out a little while ago, and this is a little micro skein and it's in kind of that salmon-y color. I don't know how well you can see it here, but it's kind of that salmon color that is in her garment, and so I think it will work quite well for the main body of the sweater. And then I'll probably dye up some minis or micros. I don't know how much yarn she needs for each color work. And I might do kits for this. And also, if you're interested in kits for that sweater number 21 with all of the fuzzy yarn in it, let me know, because I think I might do some of these as like a dye to order kit if anyone's interested in them. So let me know if you are. All right, next one is the Daydreamer sweater by Drea Renee Knits. It is Andrea Mowry. This is an older sweater of hers, but again, I'm really into that texture that this sweater has, and it's just it's different than just regular cables because it has these kind of wavy sections here with the little bobbles in it. I think it's really pretty, and I kind of like the shape of it. Again, it kind of has a V-neck, but it's not a deep V. It's a little different from both of the other V-necks I'm interested in. And it has a lot of texture, which I'm really enjoying all of the texture. And I will probably knit it in a neutral color, like a beige or a cream. Yeah. I haven't looked into the pattern closely. I'm not sure the weight of the fabric, like the weight of the yarn that I need. So. All right, and then another one I'm quite excited about that's also a neutral is the Cardigan VNeck by Anne Vincel. I have never knit anything by her before, but I like this oversized, fuzzy, and just all over textured garment that she has here. It's really pretty and it looks really cozy. And I'm into cozy textures right now. And I think I want to make it like her original pattern where it's big and oversized and the neckline is really deep. I think that's part of what makes it just slightly different. And I like the idea of making it long so I can wear it like over leggings and have it kind of like a tunic. I'm guessing it's like a fingering weight held with a mohair. That's my guess. And I like it in white. I think it's really pretty. Another one is the Streets of Paris beret. And I guess not very many other people have put it up here. It's by Drops Design. And it's just a cute little slouchy hat. I just kind of like the shape of it. I think it's really cute. And I like again, just the simple color and the soft texture of it. And then these slippers. I think these slippers are really cute because they are shaped more like a shoe than a sock. And the color works really pretty. So I've been wanting to make some slippers, and I made one slipper, but I haven't made the other one, and I still need to felt it. So these slippers just really caught my eye because I really like the color work, like I said, and the shape here with the heel like that is just, it looks really cute. And then this last one is, I have a picture of my yarn because I'm holding these two colors together for something called the Dream Cardigan. It's a pattern that I have in the works. I made one for my daughter, but I wanted to make some design changes, and so I've done that, and I'm working on the pattern and working on knitting it up. So this is Maleficent colorway. It's a new colorway held with Silver Mist, which is kid mohair silk. I have actually started it. So here's the beginning of it. It is a cardigan and I'm holding those two yarns together, and so it's very soft and luxurious and squishy but lightweight, and it has a very nice halo from that mohair, and it's going to be really warm and squishy, so I'm excited about it. It's a fairly simple cardigan to knit, and it's going to be, I'm using size 7 US 7 knitting needles, so it doesn't take too long, but holding that mohair with the fingering weight yarn, it goes by pretty fast. And it's so soft and squishy. I love it. My daughter loves her version of this. Here are my two yarns I'm holding together. This one is like a charcoaly color. You might be able to see it in the picture here better. But it has deep green and plum in it. And it's called Maleficent, my son gave me the name from the Maleficent movie. And then this is Silver Mist, because it's gray and fuzzy like mist. All right, those are my knitting plans for 2023. I'm always really good at the beginning of the year kind of following my plans, but then I guess I change my mind or forget about them halfway through the year. Like come spring, I might be totally into color and not into texture and neutrals anymore. But right now, as you can see, it's all about texture and neutral colors. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and that you get a chance to knit, and I'd love to hear what you'd like to make for this year and what kind of vibes you're feeling in terms of what you want to cast on. Are you more color centered or more neutrals in texture, or both? Let me know. Bye.